just hearing that voice, the recording is started.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it reminded me, my friend had a GPS system. This was back before smartphones. So it was like a Garmin.
Oh, God.
And he had different settings, voice settings that you could set it up on. Yeah.
What did you do?
Well, I didn't do anything, but I got in his car one day and we're driving over to, I think it was Sacramento, to go get In and Out at the time.
Yeah, before it came to Reno.
And it goes, get on I-80 and head west. And I was like, what the fuck,
heck?
bro? You can't be doing this shit.
Well, like our Siri guy like does shit like that. Remember, what was it? It was like Sussonville or something.
Yeah. Head north towards Sussonville. You mean Susanville?
There was another one too when we were going into California. I just can't remember what it was, but it had us like literally
Called
crying.
it Stockton.
It had us freaking crying driving down the highway. Like
It was pretty fucking hilarious. Just throwing that out there.
Tony!
How's it going?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Goes.
Not too shabby.
I was gonna say, you look like you've got some sleep.
Yeah, it's only because I showered about 15 minutes before I came up.
I like it. It. Quick wake up call.
Yep.
Dude. All right, guys.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to be
Are you
honest.
going to do an intro this time, or that's just not a thing on exit interviews?
What do you mean, like an intro? Introduce ourselves?
Yeah, I don't know. I
introduce ourselves to the people we talk to. I mean, the listeners, I assume they know who we are, but in case you guys don't, this ugly fucker right here, my name's Ricky Hayes. This gorgeous one right next to me,
oh God,
it's my wife, Corrina Hayes. And then the guy on the other screen, who's gorgeous as well, is Tony Stats and Info Lance. And we are 3 out of the 4 co-hosts of the Challenge Fandom podcast.
We miss you, Josh.
Come back to us, JC. Anyways, we want to thank you guys for joining us. We are getting ready to sit down with Kyland and Kyra for their exit interview for week 7. Is that what we're on now? I believe so.
Yes.
Boo.
So we're going to be sitting down with them. I'm honestly kind of disheartened. Kyland was like my preseason pick to go all the way.
I was going to say, he almost made it.
He
almost
really
made
got
it.
close. I mean, honestly, if Madonna would have gotten married a few more times like Elizabeth Taylor, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Why didn't Madonna get married 5 times? I don't understand.
In a weird way, it bothers me that when the question came up, because every time a question came up, Sarah and I tried to answer it really quick. And when the Madonna one came up, she's like, I don't know. How many is it? The only 2 that I know that she's been married to are Guy Pearce and Sean Penn. And it turns out that I knew both of the people that she was married to.
See, I was... Go ahead.
Sorry. No, you go.
I thought she'd been married to like Dennis Rodman and like all these other fucking people. I guess I was just imagining them dating and then seeing Rodman in that wedding dress in the mid-90s.
Yeah. See, I was sitting there and I was like, it's like 3. It's like 3 when they had... Because I believe they put a 5 up there first or something like that. And
4
they
or
either
5,
put a 4 or 5 up there. And I was like, it's either 3 or 4. It's either 3 or 4. It's got to be at least 3, though. Like, and then when they like got that one wrong, I was like, okay. I guess I don't know shit about Madonna.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I thought 6 was a totally acceptable answer. I thought that would have been correct.
Yeah, like that sounds like something like a pop star like Madonna would do in the like 90s and shit, right? Is just get married a bunch of fucking times. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Who would have thought that that Britney Spears has been married as many times as Madonna? I was going to
say, hasn't Kim K been married like 3 times? So she's been married like more than fucking Madonna?
I can happily tell you that I have no sweet clue.
Yeah, no
I don't know for sure either.
One.
I know at least 2.
I had to think for a second about who Kim K was. So
yeah.
I'm very happy that that's not part of stats or info.
No. You know what?
You don't have to have stats and info.
Don't worry about that.
On the Kardashians.
But you know what you do need to have? You need to have that cup.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. In case you guys are wondering what we're talking about, Tony will show you the lovely logo on the cup for the Challenge Fandom podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so fucking official that we don't even have those cups.
We don't even have
I'm
them.
sitting here rocking the water bottle.
I have a C for Challenge. I mean, really, it's for Corrina, but for Challenge Fandom podcast. I just need like
Challenge Fandom podcast is all one word.
After it.
You just get a Sharpie.
Challenge Fandom
put
podcast.
F and P after.
Yeah. Fucking totally works. Etsy, bitch.
I took one of our stickers because I have this like coffee cup, like that's kind of like Tony's, but it's smaller. But it's like teal and pink. So it's like almost the same exact colors as our logo. And so I just took one of our stickers and I like put it on the outside of it. And I was like, yes, this is going to work. Right. And then like the next day I went to do dishes and I was like, oh no,
Yeah,
the sticker's going to come right the fuck off.
Yeah, I didn't buy the water resistant stickers. Didn't really think that one through.
You're just going to have to get me a cup. That's all.
Fuck.
Look, okay, we've got shirts out to fans. We've got stickers out to fans. We've got hoodies and shirts out to actual challengers. We've got people asking for baby onesies that, you know, Adam, we got you, bro. We got you. Just let us know when you're ready. But like, we got people wanting baby onesies and stuff. I'm allowed to want a cup. I'm just saying.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just not happy about it.
Anyway.
I mean, this one I got engraved for $13 whole.
Yeah,
so.
That's not bad. See?
It's not the engraving or the like putting the emblem on that I'm concerned about. It's like the $60 Yeti cup that she'll pick out.
No, I won't. You just don't like giving me what I want.
I bought a bigger Yeti cup.
Whoa.
Mention of putting the logo on.
Wow. Just fucking throwing low blows before the Kyland interview, huh? Kyland and Kyra.
No, you can't do that on this.
I'm not. I'm going
Her
to say
name is Kyra.
I bet you I can get through the whole interview without saying her name.
Okay, well, that's fine too, but you can't call her Kira.
I won't. I'll save that for our round caps. And I know it's Kyra. We only did that in the beginning because I didn't know, and now it's just kind of funny. So I
know,
keep doing
but
it.
I'm just
I won't do it to her. I'm not a fucking complete dick.
Well, what if she listens to this and you're like, Kira?
Well,
it's a joke. Kyra, we love you.
Kyra, I am a huge fan. I'm going to go back and watch your season of Love Island. I enjoyed you immensely on this season, but at the beginning, I didn't know how to pronounce your name. So I pronounced it Kyra.
It was during our draft. It was our draft one, wasn't it?
That's what happened.
And we hadn't seen any of Love Island or anything like that. But I still remember on the first episode, as soon as someone said her name, I messaged the chat and I was like, "This is how you pronounce it." Yeah. And then from then on, we have had to tell Rick how to pronounce it.
It was the same with Selly. At first, we thought it was Sealy. And that's why Rick named my team what he named my team.
The color purple. It made sense at the time.
But then like the show started and it was Selly, and I was like, okay, well,
whoops,
whatever.
Can't change the team name now. We already put it fucking out there.
Full send. No, but yeah, no, I agree with you. I really liked Kyra. I thought she was a lot of fun. I wish that we had like gotten a little bit more screen time of her.
Agreed.
But I feel like she just has like such a bright personality. She's such a beautiful girl. And I definitely want to go watch her Love Island season because I feel like maybe I'll get a little bit more of a sense of like, her personality and stuff like that through there. But I am sad to see them go because she was doing really good. Like, and we've talked about this at like nauseum at this point, but like we severely underestimated the Love Island people coming in, especially the girls. Like, no offense or anything, but like the guys were out of there pretty damn quick, but those girls are hanging on tough and they were impressive. And so it's sad to see, like, I know we say this every week, but it's just sad to see these two go. Kyland is someone Rick and I have been waiting to be on the challenge since the freaking day that BB23 aired. And we were like, dude, this guy would kill on the challenge.
So, and here's my thing with Kyra is she earned even more admiration and respect for me once I found out how sick she was in episode 6, and then finding out that she made that climb twice and tried twice to do it, and then she said, like, my body just can't do it. I'm fucking done. And and it took 2 efforts for her to do that. Where Enzo, no offense to Enzo, but he fucking quit before even trying it.
He wouldn't even try the rope swing, and she ate shit on that thing. I don't know. I really truly believe that second one was the one, like her second run was the one that we ended up seeing. So agreed. I don't know what her first fall looked like, but I presume that it was also probably pretty harsh. And just to kind of add on to that, like those little like free hanging ladder rope things, those things are no freaking joke. They're no fucking joke. If you have never tried to climb one of those, especially like in water, like just shush it, okay? Because those things are crazy and they are not easy to climb.
Shit, I know how hard it is to get up on a boat ladder with my fat ass.
Yeah, right.
Fucking
Like
sitting there struggling. Oh, my knee doesn't go up that high anymore.
Yeah, like, but I've seen a lot of comments. I saw a lot of comments about that one. Like, why didn't she just go back? And it's like, okay, first of all, she did go back. She went twice. And second of all, they probably wouldn't have had enough time for her to even go a third time. And then even if she did make it on the platform and then continue the whole, challenge. And then on top of that, it's like, that's fucking exhausting. And she was already like, her body was already torn down. So I don't know, man. I give her props. And you know what? Props for this elimination as well, because like there was a point where I was like, oh yeah, Kyland and Kyra are going to get their asses kicked because she can't even get the weight ball, medicine ball thing up on top of the structure. Right. And Alyssa seemed to be doing a lot better with that. And then it was like, it almost like switched, like Alyssa kind of started to drain and wear out. And Kyra figured it out and she started getting these medicine balls up there. And it was like, oh shit, dude. Like she never once quit. She never once got disheartened. She just kept pushing along with Kyland. Like she gave it her all this season. And like, I really appreciate that.
Let's be honest. This isn't the first time we've seen medicine balls get the best of competitors halfway through an elimination.
It is not.
I mean, I'm not going to say names. If you know, you know. But
you know. But yeah.
Anyways, guys, I just got the message that they're ready for us. So should we hop in?
Ooh, yes. I am so excited. I want to talk to them so bad. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hi, everybody. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
What's up?
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Sad to see you right now, but happy to get a chance to talk with you guys.
Yeah.
Little introductions. My name's Ricky Hayes. This is my wife, Corrina Hayes. And then we have Tony Lance join us. We all co-host the Challenge Fandom podcast. We want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to meet with us. And I know we've got a little bit limited time, so we want to kind of jump right into it and get you guys' answers on a few things, if that's okay.
That's okay. That sounds great.
All right, let's go.
Love the flag.
Thank you. First off, what was something that you liked more on the challenge than your guys' original show?
I mean, Love Island was a good old time, like you're on at an island with your friends, chilling, vibing, hoping to find love. And we do have challenges on that too, but nothing compared to the challenge. So for me, it was just doing these crazy things. And even, the first week, then being like, you're about to go off the side of this building, like there's just nothing that can compare to that feeling of being like, am I actually about to do this? So it was just such a growth period for me more than Love Island, in the way that I was doing these crazy things that I never thought I would. Yeah.
I mean, a few people have asked about the comparison, and it's so different. They're like, Big Brother is a true social experiment with isolation. Like you are locked in this house and you really don't leave and you don't see other human beings besides your cast. Whereas like here, we get to see production, like even just seeing people from production, the camera people, are more people to talk to, more exposure. You get sunlight every day. We get to go outside instead of, 2 days a week in Big Brother because the backyard's locked and shut down with no windows the other 5 days.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it is, it was just freeing and chill. And, you're doing 24/7 live feed. So like, I love Big Brother, don't get me wrong, but this is just so much more chill. And that was pretty cool. And it's just, and way more extreme competitions. And I love that sort of like extreme stuff. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The challenges are definitely different. And that actually leads right into my next question. I'm curious, what was your favorite daily challenge that you actually got to participate in this season?
I would say the tire one was so cool. Like just jumping on that spinning tire wheel. But no, honestly, once again, it's like that first feeling from the first challenge that we did of going off the side of that building. And I also did like my ex-boyfriend. So like even that alone, I was like, I'm like, who would have ever said that this was going to happen in my life? Like never. So I think that just really holds a place in my heart of being like, kind of full circle of being able to do that with the guy that I met from Love Island, that now we're on this new show together and working together and really like pushing through. So that was probably my favorite.
That one was probably something about rappelling off a building, like getting to do something that nobody else gets to do. Like rappelling off the side of a building feels like some secret agent stuff. So that was pretty cool. But that obstacle, the one that she's meant to the buoy one, brought in a little bit of everything. You had the letters, there's another thing that nobody else gets to do. All of it, I don't know, everything was fun except the swimming. I have the endurance, but I don't have the form. So like, even, I was with Shannon, who's all of 5 feet tall, and I couldn't even keep up with her. She's just so, she used to be a lifeguard. So like, I was like, kept moving my arms, nothing was changing.
She was like, I had to teach him how to swim.
Yeah. I was like, I'll pull you if you need. And then I was like, wait, can you pull me? Hold up.
Tie a line to you, drag me along.
Right?
So going from the dailies into the house, I know that especially this week, there's a lot of back and forth with deliberations. When you got to the elimination, did you think that it was you, or did you think that it was going to lean more towards Angela and Enzo?
I think it was going to be we knew it was going to be us. I think even before we got to the elimination, after the daily challenge, Kylan was like, we're going in, and just because of their history of him putting them in, so I had a couple conversations with them as well. And I knew nothing that I could say was really going to change their mind. I knew Angela was stressing, but for sure, I thought we were going to go in, but I was okay with it because I hadn't won any money yet. So having a strong partner like Kylan, I was like, let's freaking do it, but got us. So it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess for this one, it's kind of up to your opinion, but is there something hasn't been aired on the challenge that you were surprised about? Like maybe some part of your gameplay that wasn't aired that you thought would have made it?
I think one thing on the gameplay is that they definitely, in week 1, we had, already started discussing like, hey, we're not going to be able to play in show lines anymore. So in week 1, I started forming an alliance like with Tyson and then and Angela and then Justine. So like a cross show alliance started forming for me really early, and they just don't talk about that. And that was like my closest alliance in the house, like the whole, and theirs as well. And so it kind of is like to not have that be part of the show has thrown people off because they're like, wait, like what happened to the show lines? It's like, like I'm not here playing show lines. I'm here playing Kylan's game. And that's what, which was really nice coming from a show where I had to prioritize, I didn't have to, but I chose to prioritize a mission that was important to me with the cookout. So like that was playing for 6 people though, and playing for the group at my own detriment multiple times. So it was really nice to not be able to do that. That and the laughs. I'd say that what's their names? Tyson, Derek, Danny, like especially Danny. Like I just because I feel like they don't show it. They're showing Kiki comments, which is my favorite part of all the episodes.
Absolutely.
But he had us cracking up all the time. He's so funny.
That's so cool.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
We're gonna have to see more of that for sure.
Yeah.
Right. So Kyra, I actually had a question for you about the elimination. And as I was watching the elimination, I just kept thinking like, it looked like there were kind of areas on the actual structure that you could like stand on or climb on. Were there any rules against that, or was it just it wasn't possible and it just looked that way?
Yeah, we weren't supposed to grab onto or hold on. Yeah, we weren't pretty much allowed to do any of that. So I pretty much just had Kylan's body to work with. And I mean, I was definitely struggling in the beginning. The balls were so freaking heavy. Like I can't even describe it. And then the height of the thing was super high. So I just started jumping on his back, which I'm sure hurt the next day, but like, it was like a bunny, like would jump up there and then put the ball up there. But it was definitely, it was hard. But once we got our stride and everything started going well, we were ahead for a hot minute, but the Madonna question is like the only thing that we got wrong. And we just kept on like switching the balls like in and out, and it just didn't work out, but it's all good, next time.
Yeah.
So I have a two-parter for you. One being, I know that the balls were like super heavy. I was wondering how tightly wound around that metal structure they were, if you had a little bit of leeway on it. And then the second part to that is, do you think you would have done better with the other team's questions?
Tight as hell, like for sure. They don't show that unchaining aspect, but that was a couple minutes per ball. And it was just to get them they were really long chains and just really tightly wound in there. So, that was, it's not like knots where you can just easily untie it, like the chains kind of interlock.
Right.
So that was the whole thing. On the questions, and we've talked about it before, it's like the questions are pretty comparable, honestly. Like it's just, who knows how we've done. I think that, we all feel like we know the answers, but that Madonna thing just caught us. There was just nothing we do on that Madonna thing.
I mean, celebrities, like they've been married 1 billion times, divorced 1 billion times.
Right.
It was normal and it was only twice.
Well, that was going to be my follow-up question was, do you guys know how many times Madonna's been married now?
Oh, yes. I immediately did it. How dare you, Madonna, just be a normal person and get married twice? Like, I think you screamed it down the hall, Kyland. You're like, it was twice.
No tell. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So this is our final question. What was the highlight of your challenge experience? And would you guys both be willing to do it again?
I mean, 100% for me. I actually got hit up by them for the MTV one a couple years ago. And I was like, no, well, at the time I was like, I cannot. There's no way. I watched a couple, episodes and I was like, hell no. But when they hit me up most recently, I was just in a time in my life where I was like, F it. Like, I want to do crazy stuff and prove myself wrong that I can actually do these things. So 100%, because it was just such a period of, I feel like, growth for me. And most memorable would probably be, going off the side of the building with my ex. Like, never in my life did I think I would do that. And I did. And we did pretty well. So I was like,
you did.
Yeah.
My gosh. I don't know. For me, the whole experience is just such a blast. And every single challenge has the unique aspects to it. The whole experience is just something that, you get to feel like a secret agent type of stuff, like rappelling off the side of the building. You get to feel like an athlete, and you're just competing with all these different people. So it's so good.
I love it. I love it so
I
much.
take it you'd be open to coming back, Kyland?
Yeah, I mean, it is an absolute blast. It's just it's everything that I love and want to do more of.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was going to say real quick follow-up. Were you guys fans of the show beforehand, before going on?
Yeah, for sure. And also the other shows that came on, like Survivor. I loved watching Survivor. So when I saw Tyson and different people, I was like, oh my God. So it was surreal for sure.
That's
Love
awesome.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I was a newer fan. I hadn't heard of it until I was in Big Brother, and then they described it to me. I was like, this sounds like my dream. So after I got out, I just started watching the last 10 seasons at least, and was immediately just hooked and obsessed with it. So became a really big fan, at least for the last 10 seasons. Yeah.
Love it.
I love it. Well, guys, it looks like our time's about up. We want to thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope to be able to sit down with you guys more in the future and have a little bit more of a longer form discussion. But in the meantime, we got guys, thank you so much. We really do appreciate your time, and best of luck to you guys here in the future.
You guys.
Thank you guys so much. Hope to talk to you more.
Thanks,
Right.
guys.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Doodaloo, doodaloo.
Oh my God.
Guys, I really enjoyed talking with them.
That was a blast.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to be honest. Kind of like the standard answers I thought we were going to get.
Not me.
But except for when it came to would you do the challenge, or what was your favorite challenge, or, I thought that was really interesting hearing Kylan explain how much fun he had as far as doing every challenge and acting like he was a spy. That's
He's like, this is Secret Service type shit.
yeah. He really went into it with the appreciation of a little kid going to a theme park. He loved it.
You can tell that the last few seasons he watched were 35 and 36 for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
37, probably.
Or 36 and 37, yeah.
Yeah, 36.
He was
You know,
going
the
in
ones
ready
with the
to be an
spy
agent.
themes.
Yes.
With TJ as their handler.
God, no.
It's not the right name.
BMX
MX
legend. That's what we do.
You guys are both incorrect. It's TJ
BMX
of the
legend.
House of Lavin. First of his name. Breaker of Bones. Challenge host.
BMX legend challenge host.
There you go.
Yes.
So
something like that. I don't know. It's on our page, but no, actually, I was kind of surprised by a few of their questions. Good Lord.
A few of their answers.
a few of their answers to our questions, like the favorite daily. Like I actually expected it to be something a little bit different than the rappelling down the wall one. Because like everybody, especially for like Kyland, because that was such like a harsh experience for him because he was paired with Azza. They had to run back up the building, which nobody else had to do. And then like they finally get down. They ended up coming in last place, like first challenge right out the gate, you know, but that was still like one that he has held on to as being like one of his most memorable like challenges that he went through on this season. And that to me like says something because he didn't let that moment like tear him down. You know what I mean? He took that experience for what it was rather than like being upset that he lost that daily or that he was the only one who had to do the run back up the stairs or that his partner passed out once they finished, which shouts again to Azza for actually finishing that before she passed out. That's really impressive. And I was also surprised by by them saying that they knew that they were going to be going in and they had no thoughts in their mind that it was Angela and Enzo, because I'll be 100% honest, I thought it was going to be Angela and Enzo.
That was what the edit seemed to lean towards. It was weird because, like, obviously Kyland and Angela put Dom in.
Right.
But Dom seemed like, at least from the edit, Dom was like super focused on the fact that Angela did it.
Yes.
Now, I don't necessarily know why that is, except maybe the fact that like he has since worked with Angela twice.
Right.
So it was almost like a retroactive being slighted because they built their rapport after it happened.
Right.
So here's my thing. I think Dom is playing the game very, very smart. I think last night...
Fire emoji.
I think last night he held power the way you're supposed to hold power in the challenge house and the way we've seen it done by the greats like Bananas, Wes, CT.
Not a single person in this season has done that. Not even Tyson. And him and Kyland have had the most power throughout the season. And neither one of them utilized it like the way you should. So it was so fucking cool to see Dom do that.
And so my overall arching point on this is I think Dom looked at the teams and people that were left. He knows he's never going to get paired up with Kyland. And out of Kyra or Angela, which one would he rather be paired up with getting closer to the final?
That's a good point.
And that's how I think he looked at was Angela's a beast. If I get her in the final, I have a good chance of winning.
Well, and if you look at it, like if he sends Angela and Enzo down, right? Angela and Enzo may lose. And that leaves Kyland and Kyra in the house, right? Obviously. And so the partner thing, but then it also goes to the final thing. Like, who would you rather run a final against, Enzo or Kyland?
Mm-hmm.
Because Angela's potentially not taking money from you.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Angela, you don't have to compete against Angela in the final, but if you leave Kyland in that house, you potentially have to compete against him in a final or one of the last few eliminations that we're going to have on this season, you know, as we get to this last half of the season. So, I think he made a brilliant move.
Agreed.
It sucks again because I didn't like seeing Kyland and Kyra go, but I also wouldn't have liked seeing Leo and Alyssa. I drew a blank there for a second. Sorry, guys. Leo and Alyssa go. You know,
Pardon me. Can you say his name with some respect on it? It's Leo the Lion Tamer.
Yes, I know. Leo the Lion Tamer. Rick is like
fucking
so
took
impressive.
Out two beasts
in
elimination. He's the Lion Tamer.
Cinco.
Well, and that's the thing, like, and obviously we'll get into this in the recap, but like, that's the thing that I'm really liking with Leo is he's kind of like that living proof that just because you might not be the best in dailies doesn't mean that you're going to be terrible in eliminations.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people need that added pressure to perform. And I think Leo is one of those people. But anyway, and I'm really glad that I got to ask Kyra about the like climbing on the structures because like every time we have an elimination or like a daily like this, like I'm always like picking it apart, like trying to find a way to like beat TJ's elimination, right? Like how can you outthink this, outsmart this, outdo this? And that was like one of the first things I thought as I was like watching her and I'm like, put your foot on that bar and lift yourself up and then have Kyland put, you know what I mean? But it makes sense that it was part of the rules. They were not allowed to touch it. They were not allowed to climb on it or anything like that.
Yeah.
So showrunners definitely thought that one through and outsmarted me. So, fuck me for that. But anyway.
And the same with the tighter chain as well.
Yeah.
Because when you looked at it, when they did like the establishing shot, it looked like everything was super tightly wound.
Mm-hmm.
But then the way that they edited it, it didn't look like it was taking too much time. But I know how, like, it's not exactly a pliable material when you've got a chain. So I was really interested to see like how that would actually work, especially when you're trying to move a medicine ball that's wrapped in chains through a series of chains, because you're just going to get jammed up every step of the way.
Yeah.
I think this is also a lesson to anybody that wants to go on the challenge in the future. Maybe not only brush up on your puzzles, but brush up on your pop culture too.
Yeah.
Because
trivia.
you never know.
Yep.
You never know when Madonna is going to be the one that sends you home.
Or Adele.
Yeah.
It could have just as easily been Adele.
Yeah, they could be saying hello from the other side right now.
Yeah, I did.
Exactly.
I honestly, I thought they had that one right on. I was like, yeah, Adele has like hella albums. No.
See, you would have been stuck there chasing pavements.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Doesn't she have I don't know how many. I thought she had 3. I don't actually know how many she has. And I watched the.
Is it 4?
Yeah,
4
okay.
I could only remember
I have to
3
look
of them
now.
that had numbers.
Yeah, I was like, I
all
could
of
think
her
of 3.
All of her albums are based on the age she was when she put out the album.
Yeah.
So I think like the first one's like 21, right? And then there's like a 24, 27 or whatever. Yeah, I'm not too
We're
sure on that.
gonna find out right now.
Look.
Right now, we are going to find out because I am curious. I mean, you can still talk. You don't have to leave like
to
dead.
the side.
You don't have to leave like dead air that I have to then like edit and cut out.
Well,
But so like you can keep talking. But
look, I hit you with 2 solid Adele references while you were talking. I think I've done my
know.
job for today. I hit you with Chasing Pavements and Hello from the Other Side. I don't know what else you want from me today.
So I think she has 4 from what I see.
Yeah, she's got
So 19, 21, 25, and 30.
25's fire, let's be
It
honest.
is. 25
Yeah,
is super.
That was
fire.
why that was the one that I absolutely remembered. I was like, I know it was one that's 25
I know
because
that
it's really
one.
good.
That album just nonstop. Anyways, this isn't the Adele Fandom podcast, but it's so interesting fun fact, learn your trivia before you go on the challenge.
Yes.
Learn your pop culture because you never know when it's going to come up. I mean, and you might want to learn about Disney princesses too, because that happens.
Maybe learn how to swim. I don't know.
Maybe learn that in Holland they don't speak or in Australia they don't speak Dutch.
No,
that's an important thing to know too. Anyways, we're just rambling on now.
Trivia day.
Right.
You know what, guys? We really should do a trivia day. Like that would be so much fun. Like how much fun would that be?
It would be fun until I beat you guys.
You know
all.
what?
It would be anxiety inducing is what it would be.
So if you're listening right now, I'm going to put a poll out. Would you guys want us to do like a trivia like edition, like just an episode, not like a whole like thing, but just like a trivia episode, maybe like in between seasons when we do like our discussion episodes or something like that, assuming that they give us some time in between USA and when 38 comes out, potentially in All-Stars 4. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it, so we'll see.
The real question is, do our fans want to hear us do an episode of Jeopardy on the podcast?
No, not Jeopardy. Trivia like TJ style trivia. And then I will even just to entertain all of you, I will even pull clips of TJ laughing and I will insert them so that TJ laughs at us.
Every time that Tony answers a question.
Just anytime I'm on screen.
I think it'd be fun. But
we'll take a look. So I don't really have anything else to add. I think we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to think of what. Oh, we just released an interview with Desi from Challenge USA. Make sure you guys go check that out. She is such a badass. Like I can't even list off all the awesome things that she does and she is, but definitely make sure you go check out that episode. We talk about her book and her home business, which are 2 points that I really wanted to point out because her book is just amazing. Like what it's trying to accomplish is amazing. And the business that she has in LA is incredible as well. It's such a unique idea behind it. So make sure you guys go check out that interview. Watch out for our recap episode that'll be out on Saturday. We'll be recapping episode 7 of Challenge USA. And I'm not exactly sure on the date, but our next Unplugged episode is going to be Naya motherfucking Moore. Okay. So make sure you guys watch for that. It is such a great episode. Like, I've already been working on editing it, and it is so good. We had such a great conversation with her. Like, I know I keep repeating it, but it's literally so far one of my favorites. And then, of course, if you guys by some chance haven't heard it, we also released a interview with Jordan, which, yes, we know a lot of podcasts don't get to do. Exclusive
interview with Jordan motherfucking Wisely.
Get it.
Go listen to that shit right now. Go listen to the goat talk about goat shit.
Yes. And he talks about goat shit for sure.
And when I say goat shit, I don't mean like literal goats
not like that.
Pooping, but like shit that the greatest of all time does. So just want to clarify that. But for myself, Ricky Hayes, my beautiful wife, Corrina Hayes, Tony, Stats, and fucking Info Lance coming in hot. And then, our fourth co-host, who unfortunately isn't able to join us, but we'll give him a shout out, Josh.
JC here in spirit.
Yep, Josh motherfucking Chambers.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, we want to thank you so much for tuning into our exit interview. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And we look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care.
Bye.
Later.